This short video provides you with a really brief introduction to 6 ideas about assessment. It introduces assessment as a valid measurement, learning outcomes and their relationship to assessment, a thing called the assessment dynamic, and finally the importance of feedback. We want to measure learning but can't directly observe the learning process. We don't know what's going on in our students' heads. We use assessment as an indicator that we can measure. Assessment then is much like a window into what students are doing and how they are doing. So if we're designing assessments to measure specific learning in our courses, we must make sure that they are designed to measure the right things. This is known as assessment validity. What we want our students to learn in our courses, and hence what we want our assessments to measure, are described in the learning outcomes of the course. These can be found at the top of your course descriptors. Learning outcomes are composed of 3 elements: the content, knowledge, skills that we want our students to learn, the context, the environment, situations in which that content is found, and what we want the students to do with the content, that is, the action verb. Do we want them to describe it, compare it, or evaluate it? One of the principles of assessment is that all learning outcomes must be assessed. They may not have equal weighting, some may be deemed to be more important than others, but if they do appear in your learning outcomes, then they have to be assessed. We cover this idea of the assessment dynamic more fully in another video, but briefly, assessing is about making judgments on evidence the students produce in response to a task. We make the task clear through written instructions. We make our judgments clear by describing judgment criteria in a marking schedule, and the students produce the evidence. The final element in the assessment dynamic is feedback. Good feedback makes assessment a learning experience and gives information to the students about how they can improve their performance.